Now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of
Ela já tá falando, eu não sei inglês.
and divinity, then you
Não
are
sei traduzir pra
compelled to
vocês, quer dizer,
provide accurate
posso
account
entender.
of your actions.
Eu posso falar pra vocês, é sim, é isso aí mesmo, concordo com tudo que ela tá falando.
It's so hard to predict how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervillette!
Sendo protagonista de teatro, né? Sendo uma super idol. Oxi. Será que já tem cover de idol com a voice bank da Farina, será?
If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
Vamos ver.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale,
Ei!
the Hydro Archon to be punished by the death sentence.
Mal terminei a missão e já tô vendo aqui sobre a próxima vez, sobre as que isso? Lugar novo?
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance.
Não tem legenda.
As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Tipo, legenda nem pra ser inglês.
What's done is done.
Ei!
Your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly
É ela mesma. Olha isso, que majestosa, linda, perfeita. Olha! Olha, mano. Tem como não, melhor ponte. Olha! Ih, vai vir a Charlotte também. Nossa, eu quero que a Charlotte venha no mesmo banner da Farina. Pera. Ah, tomei no cu. Ah não, achei que a nave ia vir também. Aí eu já entrei em desespero.
What has been prophesized will be fulfilled. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice.
This judgment is fair and just.
Vozes na cabeça. Muitas vozes pra traduzir na minha cabeça. Meu Deus, mais lugares estranhos.
Applaud and rejoice.
Just a moment. This isn't right.
The trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
The
that.
floor will now
This
begin.
trial is.
Eita porra.
Now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Ixi. Ih!
Devious one, Fussalor.
Everyone's dead. Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Hã? É o
suppose
quê?
this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial.
É o quê?
I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Meu Deus. Eita. Códigozinho pra nós. No final da live eu resgato tudo. No final da live eu acho que eles já vão liberar no YouTube também traduzido, com a legendinha, porque tipo, eu entendi por partes assim, mas depois que juntaram uma voz em cima da outra, eu me fudi pra traduzir tudo, né? Traduzir pra mim mesmo, né? Não, chega de propaganda. Chegou o meu Mac. Ai, ai. Na minha live não tem esse tipo de anúncio, né? Na minha live eles tampam o anúncio na minha live inteira. Em vez de colocar esses anunciozinhos também pequeno pra mim. Ah não, só porque eu sou streamer pequeno. Tem que fazer meus espectadores droparem minha live.
Hey travelers, welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.
Oi Lumine, finalmente a Lumine.
I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll
Furina,
start.
Furina,
Hey
meu leite.
I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Novelet, the Dragon Sovereign of Water and Udex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Novelet a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure. Totally.
Compreendo, concordo.
So next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess, she's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item.
Eita.
Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow, yeah.
There is nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Ooh, interesting.
I know. I keep looking at the water rushing in.
I
I'm like,
know.
what's happening?
Yes, it looks like there's some spotlights and it's like a curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Mano, esse negócio, essa missão aí tá
Keep an eye on things,
tá
so-
parecendo que o bagulho vai ficar mais doido ainda, mano. Meu Deus.
Keep an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
Fair. Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh, swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right, so, you know, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis.
Eu deveria estar vendo isso antes de completar a missão do Arconte que eu tô fazendo?
4.1, we learned about this precarious situation.
É porque, tipo, pelo trailer, eu não tomei muito spoiler ainda do final dessa missão que eu tô fazendo, mas eu acredito que eu já esteja no final dela também.
Still, the water has reached Poisson.
Porque parece que no trailer aí a profecia tá acontecendo, né? Mano, na hora que a nave apareceu... Eita, isso daí é spoiler.
Whatever her end goal may be,
Se encontra com a Alequina de novo e a nave ia tá junto.
save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and
Eu achei que ia ter o banner da Návia também, mano. Eu tomei um susto. Junto com a Furina. Que eu quero a Návia também. Eu quero a Návia, eu quero a Clorinde. Quero a Charlotte também. Espero que a Charlotte venha no mesmo banner da Furina, né? Como 4 estrelas.
Sounds good.
Right?
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean Child?
Yeah. Where's
We searched
Ih, vamos falar do Child? Ele vai brotar dessa missão aí ou será que a gente vai ver ainda ele nessa missão que eu tô fazendo no Genshin? Porque senão eu vou acabar tomando spoiler aqui. Eu tô com medo, mano, de ver e tomar spoiler, que eu ainda não terminei a missão.
Probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But we really need to talk about Farina.
What?
She's confronted
Why?
with a because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis?
Ih, Lumine fez uma pergunta foda agora, hein?
Just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Foda que, pra quem não sabe inglês, ninguém vai entender, né? Só eu tô compreendendo aqui o que eles estão falando.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn
Nem
a
pra ter uma
little more about
legenda
this
em
one-of-a-kind
inglês
Archon.
também. Ih,
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for
Minazi Nori é a dubladora dela. Dubladora?
words. It is I, after
Eu não
all.
sabia. Eu conheço essa dubladora, Minazi Inori. No caso, a dubladora.
I'm on
A
very
dubladora japonesa, mano. Eu não tinha visto que era a Minazi Nori.
I love her outfit. Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes.
O foco absoluto do palco de julgamento até o final, até os sons dos aplausos finais. Tentei traduzir, viu?
Seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know
Mano,
what I
a
mean?
Minazi Nori, eu conheço ela.
Fontaine's biggest
Ela dublou vários personagens que eu gosto de anime, tá ligado? E eu não tinha reparado que a voz da Furina é igual a uma personagem que eu já tinha ouvido. Ih,
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
brilha. Brilha demais, Furina. E outra coisa, deixa eu ver aqui. É, já tá em qualidade máxima. Olha como ela brilha.
Let the world come alive!
Whoa.
A Charlotte tirando foto dela.
Oh my gosh.
I like the way she kind of like bows.
Very dramatic. Yes.
Very much. It's like all
Bows.
these are part of a performance.
Yes.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is.
Eu acho que ela é do elemento Hydro, a Furina.
The creatures that
E que
Farina
vocês acham?
summons,
Acho que ela é
they
Hydro.
look a lot like the Fontaine
Tava achando que ela
Aberrants
seria
that we encountered
Pyro,
before.
tá ligado?
There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them. Me too. Oh my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat! What a distinguished little gentleman!
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit
Oh?
different from Fontamer aberrants. I
Okay.
would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes. Exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire.
Mas chá.
And those creatures
Furina só
are actually
pensa em festa do
guests
chá, é
of the
foda.
Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
Ela gosta de um chá, essa Furina.
Gave each member a name.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta.
Mademoiselle.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay, okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
Ah, there he is.
And the conferencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, okay. So when Farina said to make an appointment with Sir
Meu Deus, essa animação dela, mano. Ah, não, mano. Olha isso.
Oh my
Olha isso,
I
mano.
know, it was so cute.
Exactly.
So
Farina makes
cute.
us spew bubbles in her idol animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yes, you got it.
Yay!
So, Farina is a Hydro Sword user.
Okay.
Hydro.
Usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. in
Furina é
combat.
Hydro, gente. Arconte Hydro é do elemento Hydro.
Three members of
E usa
the
uma
Salon
espada.
Solitaire,
Olha que linda,
Mademoiselle
gente.
Craboletta, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
I love it.
It's so cute. And, you know, these salon members will
Não vou deixar anúncio, anúncio que não vou me pagar na minha live. Não vou.
Their damage increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain age.
Quem é que come McDonald's aqui, mano? Quem é que vai pedir um Mac agora? Nem pra esse anúncio do BK.
Defaults to an Usia Arca alignment.
Opa,
So she
acabou o
has more
anúncio.
than one alignment?
Yes, exactly. Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow. Based on what we just saw, it seems like the
Uau.
Arca alignment has an effect on her other skills as well.
Essa é uma personagem que eu preciso, mano.
Farina's
Não vou
elemental
conseguir viver sem.
changes depending on whether she is aligned with Usia or Numa. That's cool. It's super cool. After Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental
Nossa, tá explicando como é que a Furina funciona, mas é muitas palavras estranhas em inglês, eu não sei o que é.
Nice.
Yes. The summons created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents.
Dano.
And
Ou seja, a
if
Furina vai dar tudo.
increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So, Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on
Olha
the
isso,
fanfare
mano.
she has.
Wow.
Dano
Seems like this fighting style
pura.
suits Farina's character. It's very showy and
Puta que
unpredictable.
pariu.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontimer aberrants.
Ooh.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the
Ah, é. Com certeza, a Contiaedro tem que ser. Tem que ter mais vantagem embaixo d'água, né?
Farina gains the ability to walk on water.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that is
Ah, óbvio, né?
Hey, I actually saw that Farina's outfit changed.
Pera, mas ela anda na água sem estar ultada ou
Good eye, you're correct.
normal? A Contiaedro tem que andar por cima da água, mano.
Yes, so
Isso daí era mais que esperada.
more about Farina, then be sure to accompany her on her story quest.
E missão lendária dela, né? Ainda tem que fazer a do Navilete, tem que fazer
Okay.
a do,
so next up, we have
do
another
Wesley.
old friend to introduce. She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur
Vai falar da
Versão.
Charlotte agora?
That's right. It's Charlotte. Yay!
Charlotte!
Woo!
Yay! Opa.
We've known Charlotte for a while now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over
Ah,
town.
o Aki Azumi eu não conheço, não.
Right.
Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth.
Jornalista expert.
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey,
Tirar foto de todo mundo com
she
ela.
treated the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Ridesley. Though she didn't end up getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be
Divergência
of the truth.
de Honkai Star Rail com Genshin aqui, né?
Can determine its contents and the truths.
Na hora que eles lançaram Fontaine bem próximo do lançamento de Star Rail, né? Pra ter uma imersão entre cenários. Mano, mas o que é isso aqui do lado? O que eu tô lendo aqui? Isto está sobre desenvolvimento e não indicação do produto final. Ou seja, está sobre desenvolvimento e não indica o produto final. Ou seja, eles podem mudar isso aqui. Como sempre fazem, né? Eles podem nerfar a Furina, que ela tá boa demais. Os players vão falar, nossa, essa Furina tá muito boa. Aí eles vão lançar ela e nerfar depois pros players ficarem putos com a Royal Verse, que a Royal Verse adora deixar os players putos.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
Charlotte Showcase.
Mind engaged, you'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered.
Say cheese.
Breaking news!
Breaking news. Foda. Infelizmente, não sei, mano. Não querendo jogar dublagem em inglesa, mas eu prefiro a dublagem japonesa.
Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter.
Chisu da yo?
Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool? Yeah, and
makes
man, like,
sense.
what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super dynamic. It seems like
Yes.
she's always on the move.
Who's on the march? Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas.
Freezing point. Eu já sabia que o elemento dela é Cryo porque eu tinha analisado ela quando ela apareceu pela primeira vez lá em Mondstadt. Disso eu lembro. A visão na perna dela aqui,
Honestly,
ó.
I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon. The more you know, I guess.
A arma dela é uma câmera.
Okay, here's some cool stuff.
Foda! Pera aí, agora que eu percebi que ela realmente... A arma dela, ela ataca com a câmera, mano. Que foda! Eu não tinha visto. Ela usou o quê? Catalisador? Eu não...
Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that
Não prestei atenção.
HP to party members within its range. Monsieur Verite, he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter,
Nem fudendo que o catalisador dela é uma máquina fotográfica.
When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus.
Mano, olha isso.
Now that
Paparazição.
there is more.
É a ult dela, né?
4.2 special event. Travelers can
Oh, foda essa habilidade dela.
special gadget called the zoom lens. When Charlotte activates the zoom lens, it will trigger her passive
Nossa,
talent called first
a
person.
câmera dela dá zoom.
Gosh, that's
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
Nossa, mano. Mais um motivo pra ter essa Charlotte.
Super rad, and you know, I have a feeling
Tem como
some
tirar
super
muita
cool pictures
foto
are
com
gonna
ela. E eu que gosto de tirar foto
More
desse
information on
jogo.
zoom lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
Foda,
So,
mano.
Farina and Charlotte will both be featured in version 4.2 event wish.
Ah, nem fodendo que o Beizo vai vir junto também. Ah, Beizo, desculpa, eu queria você. Eu perdi você na época que você veio, mas a Furina é prioridade total, mano.
Drop raid boost.
Huge boost.
Aparentemente a Charlotte vai vir com a Furina. Tá, porra, eu vou ter que pegar a arma da Furina, né? Não sei se eu vou ter. Não sei se eu vou conseguir, mano. Nossa, vai ter o Ayato também, mano. Ah, agora deu caralho. Eu não vou atirar nele, eu vou... Não vai dar pra eu atirar. Preciso da arma da Furina também, preciso da nave, da Clorinho.
Tell us what it says.
Eu já quase fiz cosplay de Ayato, eu não preciso dar tiros nele. Nossa, esse boss novo aí, hein? A própria baleia. O próprio Leviatã. Nossa, vai ser divertido lutar contra isso, né? O Yoverse gosta de fazer boss divertido pra gente lutar.
Wait, yeah. Isn't this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest? Yep, it's the same one. After
Eu ainda não vi. Então falaram que é a mesma baleia que aparece na missão do Arconte que eu tô terminando de fazer. Mas eu ainda não vi porque eu fui moleque e errei. Nossa, vai ser muito divertido lutar contra esse bichinho, hein?
Feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this.
Novilete e Furina pra lutar contra esse bicho vai funcionar?
So there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar. What's that for?
Okay. Since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, Perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay, wait.
Meu
Is
Deus!
it even possible to survive something like that?
I
Que
guess here it is.
porra
This
é
is a
essa?
different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword.
Que caralho é isso?
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale. Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh, yeah. All truths will be revealed in version 4.
É, a baleia nos engole e coloca a gente num espaço alternativo que tem um cara do abismo.
What
Oh,
happens if we
oh,
for some
oh,
reason
oh.
can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Okay, this update actually helps with that problem. Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower
Tem
the
Mac agora.
difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main.
Se o McDonald's mandasse um Mac pra minha casa agora, eu poderia deixar o anúncio deles aqui, mas
Oh, I love
não hoje.
that. Now we don't need to worry about getting stuck while trying to advance the main story.
Totally.
Hey, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Can we take
A lot of
little
information
break?
real,
Look
tá
at the second
ligado?
redemption code, maybe?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Mais um códigozinho que depois eu pego. Opa!
Hello, travelers. Welcome
Hello.
back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello!
So, we've introduced new characters, new
Ohio.
plotlines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary. Okay, aside from investigating crises,
Tour around
looks like our Hydro
Fontaine.
Archon also goes on occasional
Vamos
excursions
fazer mais tour
throughout
por
Fontaine.
Fontaine? Será que é a área
Who
nova?
knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
Com certeza. Finalmente essa torre
Well,
misteriosa a
maybe
gente vai
she's just
conseguir
using
entrar?
this as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Oh.
Farina and
A
excuses.
gente vai ter mais festa do chá com a Furina?
Hey, it seems like the places Farina has chosen to visit this time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Farina is in Aranea's forest on the east side of Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
What a cool place.
Mais coisas estranhas,
Although,
provavelmente tudo coisa causada por
looks like
linha
it's
lei,
hiding
né?
some secrets.
Que é a lei desse jogo, tudo é linha lei.
There weren't secrets.
Oh,
Para as coisas inexplicáveis.
Definitely not what they seem. For example, strange things have
Aí,
been
ó.
happening with the
Stranger
water around
Things.
Loch Ranea. As you can see,
Meteram
a strong
Stranger
windstorm
Things.
is
Tem
gathering
vento
around
no
the vortex
Genshin, se
rising
liga.
from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away.
Eita, não dá pra chegar
Take a look
perto
at this,
disso?
the bog in
Incrível.
the forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the bog in the
Pântano.
forest path. And what about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh, it looks all withered and
And
spooky.
the water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Farina also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, There are always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In
Vai
this
ter
update, we'll
bactérias na
encounter
água.
Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus. Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the
Vai
bacteria.
ter o definhamento 2 da água, só
In
pode.
addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well.
Puzzles que eu não sei fazer.
Solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain
Uau.
objects.
Eu só me lembro que eu tenho que fazer os puzzles tudo de Sumério ainda, que eu nem terminei. Tem um despenhadeiro também, meu Deus. Vou ter que lutar pra fazer tudo isso em 2 dias, viu? É o Não Dormes.
Melazines? Really? Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Aranius Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall.
Aê, finalmente a torre misteriosa.
Also guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Eu achava que era aí a fortaleza, tá
Actually, it
ligado?
looks like that's the very next stop on Farina's itinerary. So
Porra
let's
de
go
lugar é
check it
esse?
out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Yes, same. Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea. I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes, I want answers. I also we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places where destinies intersect.
Hidrotopa.
Oh, destinies!
Destinies! In certain underwater caves,
Mais
life
boss.
form is picking up. It has greater and more diverse powers of transformation while in combat. So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes.
Aí é foda.
And some places still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned.
Provavelmente tem que lutar contra isso pra upar a Florina.
Also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croix.
Oh, uma casinha tranquila no campo.
And there might
E a torre.
even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end.
E essas pedras voando ali em volta?
A surprise!
Linhas lei, né?
I can't wait
Sempre
to see what
soube.
it is.
Same.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map.
Ih, tem
but
subterrâneo.
Farina's itinerary doesn't stop there. Oh wait, it looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects.
Aw.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events.
Explore Fontaine, Alice.
Of.
Não sei o que é Alice. Esqueci. E entre
The
nessa...
Fontaine Fishing Association has
Beleza, me
recently
contou não.
posted a commission
Oh!
to investigate the rumors of water imps near Aranius Island.
Ooh, another investigation?
I know.
Oh, and Fremine seems to be involved. That little
Caraca, a gente vai ganhar coisas nesse evento aí. Vai ter um evento. E eu vou conseguir meu frame-net. Eu não consegui ele.
Actually, its name
Eu
is
consegui o
spelled-
Zongli.
The name comes from a
E não
Fontanian
consegui
fairy
ele num
tale
banner que
describes
teve. Agora eu vou conseguir ele de graça. Boa, mano. Ganhamos demais.
Adults would use the story to keep
Ganhamos,
children
mano.
away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
GG, ganhamos.
Yeah, for real. Well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total
Chelsea's
of 3 main
Fantastic
stages to the event.
Adventures.
As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by
Nossa,
fixing
explicar o
its
evento
circuits
inteiro,
and
mano.
reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our
Nossa senhora.
That.
Ó, tá parecendo ser interessante, na verdade. Não é de batalha. Não parece que tem que pensar muito. Gostei já.
Using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And you know, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure? You know,
Vai
like
ter evento de exploração também.
and all that jazz.
Isso indica que em 2 dias eu vou ter que colocar a fontaine em 100%.
Exactly! In the third stage of the event, the Clockwork Penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around the
Defeat
domain and
monsters.
obtain any
Obviamente
treasures
que a
that
gente
may
ia
be
ter que
guarded.
lutar.
Of course,
Era isso que eu
the
não
Clockwork
queria.
Penguin will provide different buffs in each battle to help
Foda.
travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers
Pô,
will just
fácil
have to
tudo
find
bem,
out
né?
for themselves.
Tem uns eventos de luta que eu
After
odeio,
helping
mano.
the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Cool.
Hania, a friend we met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta.
Oh,
Mais
and
eventinhos.
speaking of fun, guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay has also been optimized. Previously, we led the Lil Fungi in battle against Mechanici. This time, we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
Awesome. Travelers will be able to
A gente vai controlar os monstros pra lutar contra monstros, da hora.
And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah! Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Eu ia falar que parece um evento que eu não faria em live, mas pela mecânica aí eu vou ter que fazer, mano. Opa, acabou o anúncio.
While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So, they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game. Thanks, devs.
Yeah,
Thanks, devs. Me dê primogemas agora.
Let's take a look at what else Farina's itinerary has in store. Oh, it's the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Lab.
Evento de foto.
I'm more than ready to fight some adversaries.
Além da Charlotte, vai ter lentes de
I
zoom
wish I
agora.
could, but it doesn't actually involve fighting. A researcher obsessed with graph adversarial
Provavelmente a gente vai fazer um evento pra ganhar essas lentes.
study of counter-criminal image
No caso esse.
She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different samples.
Nossa senhora, vai ter que achar espécies de fontaine pra tirar foto.
Exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to
Nossa,
find
vai ter que
useful
trocar
references
com
for
os
the samples that you
amigos.
need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Falei que a gente ia receber a lente.
During Charlotte's character introduction.
Oh, how fun!
To use it, just
Então
keep
não
the
precisa
camera
necessariamente da
attached to
Charlotte pra dar zoom
The
na
zoom lens
câmera.
can be attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other
O
characters, the
zoom
lens
serve
also
pra
can be
chegar
used
perto
in
dos
combat,
bichos, né? Porque eles
but
saem correndo quando a gente chega
Charlotte
perto.
holds her elemental skill,
E tem uns
you'll be
bichos
able
que
to
são
snap
perigosos se a
zoom
gente
lens
chegar
even
perto.
while fighting. You can even use it in domains.
Ooh.
Double wow.
Dá pra usar essa câmera em luta e em domínio. Não dava pra tirar foto em luta em domínio.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event,
Foda.
there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event ends. Sweet.
Aí, isso foi interessante. Já tô vendo que é evento de batalha, mano. Ai. Tô vendo que vai ser chatão. Aqueles eventos chatão de batalha, mano. Não acredito nisso. Ah, não,
Now,
mano.
less
Ah,
experienced
não,
travelers like
mano.
myself don't need to worry either. Using
Não,
trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about
Chega
by
de evento de
Clipe are also
batalha,
ways to
mano.
come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their
Nossa,
combat
esse
skills
daí vai ser
choose to jump
chatão.
straight
Puta
to
que
the final
pariu.
challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of
Mais Ley 9 Overflow.
Now might be the perfect time
Inclusive
to
tem
start
um rolando
building your
agora
party.
ali e eu não fiz.
Hopefully, you're all excited for
Depois
the
da live eu
fabulous
faço
events
tudo que eu
that
tenho que
version
fazer, né? Eu tenho
4.2 has
que
in store.
colocar o jogo inteiro em 100% em 2 dias. Então eu aproveito e faço. Vocês acham que essas olheiras que eu tenho aqui são maquiagem, não é não? Fiquei 4 dias seguidos acordado me preparando pra esse dia, pra ficar sem dormir mais ainda. Mais código. Válido até amanhã, aos meio-dia. E eu vou pegar isso aqui daqui a pouco. Vou esperar a live acabar. Porra, eu tô vendo a live inteira, eu achei que eu não ia ver a live inteira, eu tô acabando vendo a live inteira. Mas foi útil, né? Descobri várias coisinhas que vão acontecer. Não falei que eu ia levar a sério agora? Que eu voltei pro Genshin a sério? Voltei pro Genshin pra valer agora? Já tô pegando tudo com antecedência pra me planejar, né? No caso, as coisas que eu tô vendo aqui é que o real vou ter que rushar tudo em 2 dias. Porque é muita coisa que tá vindo aí, mano. E tenho muita coisa pendente no Genshin. Meu Deus.
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back, Ariga
thanks.
thanks.
We've actually reached the end. Aww.
Oh, já
So
acabou?
we submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version.
Otimizar?
Let's do it.
Okay, so first up is
São?
a quick challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses. And it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce domain section of the adventure handbook.
Oh! Mas qual o sentido de não poder iniciar assim no multiplayer?
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Isso é útil. Isso é bem útil.
Update to Genius Invocation TCG. In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from
Não
other travelers.
entendo.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And, you know, since the number of card combinations...
Eu não jogo o
the number
TCG.
of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled.
Double! And in addition, both
Double.
the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked...
Mano, outra coisa que eu vou ter que rushar vai ser o TCG, mano.
Doubled again.
A última vez que eu usei isso foi no evento que me cobrou usar.
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless.
Eu nem lembro mais como é que
will
joga
also
isso, tá
return in
ligado?
Version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning
Nossa, é muito
travelers will
complicado,
receive
que
ample
preguiça.
login
Oi?
rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact
Ixi,
project
Stella Reunião
team.
Update.
May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story key
Evento
privilege
de
has also
exploração.
been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Amazing! Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform. Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2. The first one pertains to unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Whoa, nice.
Impossível, eles finalmente colocaram a opção de você destrancar, mas aceitar a missão.
Also made notifications
Nem fudendo que eles finalmente fizeram essa opção.
for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Eles fizeram a opção de aceitar a missão. Finalmente. Nossa, nem fudendo. Agora a gente consegue desbloquear as missões com a chave e não ficar preocupado em iniciar a missão do nada. Porque antes tinha que ficar trancando a chave pra não abrir a missão e acabar fazendo ela sem querer.
Jazz for the fun guy events.
Yes, how can you
Finalmente, né? Por mais que não vai sobrar chaves pra mim até lá, porque tem... Eu pretendo zerar essas missões que tem... Ah, na verdade não, né? Eu tenho 2 dias. Não vai dar pra fazer as missões de encontro e missão lendária que eu tenho pendentes aqui, que eu não tenho nem chave pra isso também. E essas missões eu tenho que fazer em live. Mas eu tenho que dar prioridade agora à exploração, não dá pra fazer as missões lendárias agora não. Tem a missão lendária da Rida também que tá ativada, mas... See you, bye bye. Querido querido viajante, sua audiência com a deusa, o deus da justiça, Regina Regina de muitas águas, e é óbvio que eu ia conseguir ler aquilo tudo nesse tempinho só. Acabou. Meu Deus, muita informação, mano. Mas foi foda, eu gostei do trailer. Fiquei hypado. Senti o hype. Vi as coisas novas aí. Tô hypado, tô hypado.